We tend to split the way we perceive things that happen to us into two categories, good and bad. We crave and wish for good things to come our way, like finding true love, great wealth, and well-being, and take great measures to avoid adversities, like losing our job, our marriage, possessions, and health. While it's true that sometimes good things lead to happiness, it's certainly not an absolute rule. And the same applies for adversities. Despite doing all we can to avoid painful experiences, in retrospect, we're sometimes surprised to find out that our biggest hardship was a catalyst for a big change, which eventually led us to a happier place. In this video, I'd like to explore the idea that there is no such thing as an absolute good or bad, and that we're better off viewing life's events with the full range of color instead of just black or white. A well-known psychology study from 1978 measured and compared the level of happiness between two unique and very different groups of people. The first one was recent lottery winners, and the second, recent accident survivors who were paralyzed in their legs or in all four limbs. The researchers were surprised to discover that despite suffering a tremendous adversity, in the long run, the accident survivors reported and demonstrated higher levels of happiness than the lottery winners. This clearly raises the question, how is that possible? It appears that at first, the lottery winners enjoyed an intense sense of happiness, which they drew from their new wealth. However, after a while, they've gotten used to their new lifestyle and it became a norm. As the excitement and novelty subsided, they were no longer able to draw happiness from it. In contrast, those who were seriously injured first experienced intense feeling of sorrow and pain. But as time passed and they learned how to cope and operate in their new reality, they were able to better appreciate life and draw happiness from small things. So should we draw the conclusion that one should seek adversity in order to find happiness? Probably not. The point is that whatever happens to us is neither good or bad. It's the way we perceive and handle a situation which ultimately defines how it affects us. We think that getting a raise at work is a positive thing, but 10 years down the road we realize that we never liked that job and always wished for another career, but couldn't muster the courage to walk away from a cushy salary. We fear the loss of a loved one and the pain we would have to endure. Yet when such a thing happens, we're surprised to discover and benefit from strength we didn't even know we possessed. Let's take a look at a modern-day example which can easily be perceived as bad for humanity. Global warming and the fact that the human race is advancing its own extinction brings a great level of anxiety all around the globe. While I certainly believe we should do everything in our power to combat global warming, save humanity and protect the Earth, I also recognize the fact that if we were to be extinct, it would likely relieve our planet and the other species living on it from the great stress we cause. Forests will slowly grow back, wildlife will flourish, and new species will come to life. This will not be the first and probably not last time which such an event happens. The extinction of dinosaurs 65 million years ago was a terrible and final blow to their species, but it also paved the way to the evolution of mammals and eventually humans. Adopting a stoic perspective of life and deterring from classifying things as either good or bad is a good way to alleviate some of the angst we have regarding the future. Whether we like it or not, we have very little control over the majority of things in our life. We can control how other people behave, or the weather, or the odds of getting into a car accident which will leave us paralyzed. But the one thing we can control is our reaction to these events. So it's a choice we have to make a million times a day. Should we worry about all the potential threats and worst-case scenarios which our thoughts kindly present to us free of charge? Or instead, focus on living in the present moment and trusting that if and when we are met with a difficult situation, we will have the courage, wisdom, and strength to not only deal with it, but even thrive, get stronger, and learn from it. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share the video with your friends. We would love to hear from you, so please let us know your thoughts and opinions by leaving a comment below. And as usual, thank you for watching.